Welcome to my channel Coin Worth Million. This channel is a special place where every video brings you new knowledge, entertainment, and exciting experiences. Here you will find informative content, engaging stories, and everything that sparks your curiosity. Our goal is to make every moment enjoyable, help you learn something new, and be a part of this growing family. So join us and start this wonderful journey today. The 2002 United Kingdom 20 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a significant part of British numismatic history, representing a denomination that is both practical in everyday commerce and symbolic in terms of national identity and currency evolution. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in 1982 as part of the decimalization process initiated in 1971, and by 2002, it had already become a well-established coin within the British monetary system. The 2002 issue continues the traditional seven-sided, equilateral curve heptagon shape, which is unique and instantly recognizable by touch, a design choice that helps visually impaired users to easily identify the coin. The coin's specifications include a composition of cupronickel, 84% copper and 16% nickel, giving it durability and a distinct silvery appearance, a weight of 5.0 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.7 millimeters, all of which contribute to its consistent feel and usability. On the obverse front of the 2002 20 pence coin is the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the artist Ian Rank Broadley and introduced in 1998. This portrait shows a mature queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing to the right, as has been traditional since the reign of Charles II, when the direction of the monarch's portrait alternated with each successive reign. Surrounding the effigy is the Latin legend, Elizabeth II DG. Reg FD, which is abbreviated from Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription signifies her role as both the monarch and the head of the Church of England. Below the portrait is the year of issue, 2002, indicating its minting date during a time of relative economic stability in the United Kingdom, a period that saw the continuation of decimal currency in daily life without any major redesigns in this particular denomination. The reverse back of the coin, as issued in 2002, bears the original 20 pence reverse design created by Christopher Ironside, which was used from 1982 until it was replaced in 2008 by Matthew Dent's heraldic shield design. Ironside's design features a crowned Tudor Rose, a traditional emblem of England symbolizing unity, with the value, 20, placed beneath the rose and the word, pence, inscribed above it. The crown depicted as the English royal crown, adding to the national symbolism and royal connection of the coin. This design is elegant yet simple, allowing the denomination to be easily identified while maintaining a classical British aesthetic. The edges of the coin are plain, without reading or inscriptions, which is standard for this denomination. From a historical and numismatic perspective, the 2002 20 pence does not feature any unique commemorative marks, but it is still an important piece within collections, especially for those assembling complete date runs of British decimal coinage or those focusing on the portrait series of Queen Elizabeth II. In terms of mintage, the 2002 20 pence coin was produced in substantial numbers for circulation by the Royal Mint, reflecting the high demand for this denomination in everyday transactions. While exact mintage figures for 2002 are in the tens of millions, they are not considered low enough to make the coin rare in circulated condition. However, collectors often seek out uncirculated, proof, and brilliant uncirculated BU examples that were issued in sets or mint packs, as these carry a premium over face value due to their pristine condition and collectability. The 2002 date also falls within a period when the Royal Mint was producing both standard circulation coins and collector-focused products, which means there may be variations in strike quality depending on the production method. Economically, the 20 pence coin serves a mid-range role within the British currency system, being worth 1/5 of a pound sterling. In 2002, its purchasing power was higher than in later decades, as inflation had not yet significantly eroded its real-world value, making it a useful coin for vending machines, parking meters, and small transactions. The introduction of the 20-pence coin in 1982 had been largely due to the need for a coin between 10 pence and 50 pence, and by 2002 it had cemented its place as a staple coin in circulation. Culturally, coins such as the 2002 20 pence reflect more than just economic utility. They carry the portrait of the reigning monarch, connecting everyday commerce to the history and continuity of the British crown. Queen Elizabeth II, in 2002, had just celebrated her Golden Jubilee, 50 years on the throne, although the 20-pence coin itself did not bear a special commemorative design for this occasion, unlike some other coins that year. This makes the 2002 20-pence a standard circulation issue rather than a commemorative release, but it still holds historical significance as a coin minted during a milestone year in the Queen's reign. From a collector's viewpoint, the value of a 2002 20-pence coin depends on several factors: its condition, circulated, uncirculated, or proof whether it is part of an official set, and current market demand among numismatists. In general, circulated examples are worth face value, while uncirculated coins may fetch between 50 pence and £1 depending on their grade, and proof coins, especially those in original packaging, may hold higher premiums. Error coins, such as mis-strikes or die anomalies, are always of interest to collectors, but no major recognized errors are widely known for the 2002 issue. The coin's legal tender status remains valid, meaning it can still be used for payments up to a limit of £10, as per UK coinage legal tender rules, although in practice, coins are freely accepted without strict adherence to legal tender limits. The seven-sided shape, officially termed an equilateral curve heptagon, is a hallmark of British coinage innovation, first introduced with the 50 pence in 1969 and later adopted for the 20 pence, ensuring consistency and tactile identification. Overall, the 2002 20-pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II stands as a representative piece of early 21st century British currency, modest in value, widespread in circulation, steeped in tradition through its design and inscriptions, and connected to a significant moment in royal history through its date of issue. It is a coin that bridges the everyday and the historical, a common object that quietly carries the symbols of monarchy, national heritage, and economic function, making it an essential part of any study or collection of modern British decimal coinage. Next coin. The 2003 United Kingdom 20-pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a vital part of modern British numismatic history, representing a continuation of the decimal coinage system that was fully established in 1971, and serving as an integral unit in daily commerce during the early 21st century. The 20-pence denomination was introduced in 1982 to fill a gap between the 10-pence and 50-pence coins, and by 2003, it had been in circulation for over 2 decades, becoming a trusted and familiar part of British currency. The 2003 issue retains the distinctive equilateral curve heptagon, seven-sided shape, a feature that is not only visually unique but also functionally practical, allowing the coin to roll smoothly in machines despite its non-circular shape and making it easily distinguishable by touch, an especially important consideration for the visually impaired. The coin is composed of cupronickel, an alloy consisting of 84% copper and 16% nickel, giving it a silvery hue, resistance to wear and corrosion, and a pleasing tactile quality. It has a standard weight of 5.0 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.7 millimeters, specifications that were unchanged from its introduction in 1982 until the redesign of the reverse in 2008. On the obverse front side of the 2003 20-pence coin, one finds the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley FRBs, which was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. This portrait depicts a mature queen with a dignified and realistic appearance, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing to the right in line with the long-standing British tradition of alternating the direction of the monarch's portrait with each successive reign. The surrounding legend reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 2003, an abbreviation of the Latin phrase, Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, which translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, reaffirming her role both as sovereign and as the supreme governor of the Church of England. The date, 2003, is positioned below the portrait, signifying its production during a period of relative economic stability and before the global financial turbulence that would unfold later in that decade. The reverse back of the 2003 20 pence coin features the original design by Christopher Ironside, which had been used continuously since the coin's inception in 1982. At its center is a crowned Tudor Rose, a historic emblem of England symbolizing unity and heritage, surmounted by the English royal crown, representing sovereignty and the constitutional monarchy. The denomination is split around the rose with the word 20 on the upper arc and pence following below, while the numeric value 20 is placed prominently beneath the flower. This reverse design is simple yet classic, embodying the aesthetics of late 20th century British coinage, uncluttered, symbolic, and respectful of tradition. The edge of the coin is plain, without milling or inscription, consistent with all 20 pence coins of its generation. In terms of minting, the 2003 20 pence was struck in large quantities by the Royal Mint to meet the high demand for mid-denomination coinage in circulation. Exact mintage figures for the circulation strike run into the tens of millions, making it a common date in circulated condition. However, it was also produced in brilliant uncirculated BU quality for annual coin sets and in proof finish for collectors, often included in the 2003 proof sets sold by the Royal Mint. These collector-grade coins were struck using polished dies and specially prepared planchettes, resulting in sharper detail, mirror-like fields, and frosted designs that make them particularly appealing to numismatists. From a historical perspective, the year 2003 holds no direct commemorative association for the 20 pence coin, unlike some other denominations that saw special issues in certain years. However, it is notable for being in the period leading up to the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Queen Elizabeth II in 2002 and the transition towards the major coin redesign of 2008, when the Royal Mint replaced this reverse with Matthew Dent's heraldic shield motif as part of the modernization of UK coinage. Thus, the 2003 20 pence coin represents the continuation of the traditional style in the final years before that significant change. Economically, the coin had a meaningful purchasing power in 2003. It could buy small items, contribute